Hey, thanks so much for hosting a party. I'm so excited to get you and your family some free books. So I've hosted hundreds of parties in the past, so I'm kind of full of tips and tricks in order to get you to those rewards. So as long as you kind of just follow along and follow the steps and tips I'm going to give you, we should get you hundreds of free books and rewards. So I'm going to kind of go through those tips and tricks in this video if you'll just follow along. So tip number one, we want to private message your guest as their invite. So that's one of the ways that Usborne is kind of different than other types of sellers, is that we like to private message our guests instead of mass inviting. So this is good because it kind of puts the ball in their court. So instead of just randomly inviting people and they may not want to come but you're still inviting them anyway, this kind of gives the person the option to tell you whether they're interested or not. So that way when we do get these guests in the party, the people that are in the party are truly interested in being there. So that's tip number one, is to make sure that you're private messaging your guest to have them say yes or no to the party. And then the people that you actually invite into the group are only people that have said yes to your invite. Another tip when it comes to messaging your guest and kind of going through your friends list and choosing who you want to join is don't rule anybody out. So I kind of made that mistake the first time I hosted. I kind of like prejudged people as I went through. So like grandmas, I wasn't inviting them, but why not? So they have grandkids to buy for, so don't leave them out. People that didn't have kids, I kind of ruled them out, but why do that? Because they could have nieces, nephews, that kind of thing, or baby showers that they're going to soon. So another tip is don't rule anybody out. Don't prejudge anybody. So anybody could want to buy books or have a need to buy books. So that is another tip when it comes to messaging your guest, is to not rule anybody out. Alright, so next tip. Feel like this is your party, because it is. You're the host in this party, so I want you to feel free to make videos, post pictures of books that your kids love, make a post as to why you decided to host a party. So your guests are there for you, not me. So they want to see more of you and less of me. They want to see your excitement. So also just make sure that you are staying engaged and that you are showing your guests that you are excited too. Because when you're excited, they'll be excited, and in turn that will make for a great party. Alright, so next, the most important thing of the whole party is to make sure that you're interacting on the post. So each post that comes up, try to be the first person that's commenting on each post. This shows your guests that you're excited, so in turn they will then be excited. And each time a guest comments on a post, try to respond to each of those comments as well. It seems like a lot, but it really does keep your guests interacted in each post, and in turn will get you great rewards and a great party. Alright, so next, we want to shoot for those 25 RSVPs, at least 25. And I'm not just throwing some random number out there. So I've been hosting a lot of parties, and I've kind of seen the numbers, so to say. So the parties that have at least 25 tend to do the best, and with less than that, they do okay, but we want you to have a really great party, and so that's why I throw that number 25 out there, because those are the parties that have the best outcome, and I want that good outcome for you as well. Okay, so raise your hand if you're forgetful. Me, number one right here. So one of the other main tips is reminders. So this is very important. So anytime I message you and tell you to remind people or follow up with people, this is very important, okay? So because people are forgetful, life happens. So people will be appreciative of this as well. So once again, don't feel like you're bugging people. Just know that you are reminding them, because we are all forgetful and life is life. So there's that. So all of these tips are really going to help your party be the best possible, and people really do love these books. So when you're sending out your messages, if you get no's, that's okay. Don't let that stop you or discourage you. You know, people might just not be in the market right now, or they may have just been to a party and they might not need any right now. But I just encourage you to get as many messages out as possible in order for you to have the best party, and in turn get these books into families' hands so they too can know the love of Usborne Books and More. And I'm so excited to get you some free books, and I'm so grateful that you're hosting with me, and I hope that you have so much fun, and I hope that we get you lots of free books. Thank you.